Today on Restored Kitchen, we are making meatballs. These savory meatballs are delicious as an appetizer or paired with your favorite pasta. Let's get right into this. You will need marinara sauce, pasta of your choice, 1 pound of ground beef, Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, onions, garlic, shallots, fresh parsley or dried, and dried oregano. Ingredients will be in the description box. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. So to a medium bowl, we're going to add 1/2 cups of breadcrumbs and then 1/4 cup of milk. And we just want to kind of just moisten these just enough where they come together, but they're not so wet. Once you're done, I am adding 1/2 a red onion and 1 shallot. Now remember, I have a red onion. If you don't have a red onion, use whatever you have. To this meatball mixture, we're going to add 1/4 of parsley, and there's some fresh thyme mixed in, and also adding 3 garlic cloves. Dump about 1/3 of Parmesano. Next, I'll add 1/3 teaspoons of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper, fresh thyme, and oregano. And then we're just going to give this a quick stir, and then we'll add 1 egg to it. Now you want to really incorporate this egg around, make sure it's fully mixed with this. That way it can bind when we add our meat. So make sure that this is stirred around really, really well. Just a quick side note, you can add Italian seasonings, whatever seasonings you have at home. Add a dash of olive oil. Make sure that we're stirring and mixing that, incorporating that really well as well. And then from there, now we're going to add our ground beef. Now here you're going to want to use clean fingers, and we're going to fold the mixture into the meat. We don't want to mess with the meat so much because you don't want to overwork your meat. We don't want to release the oils in the meat. We just want to just enough that way it all is mixed in together. If you don't want to use your hands, you can use a fork, but using your hands is the best way to incorporate this in. From here, we're going to go ahead and make our meatballs. This mixture will make about 12 meatballs. Just make sure they're a good inch in diameter, 1.5 inches. For appetizers or for your liking, you can make smaller meatballs, which will probably yield about 18 to 24 meatballs. Now, once all of our meatballs have come together, it's now time to bake, and we want to cook these on a cookie sheet. I just placed them here just like so. We are going to jumpstart these in the oven, but we're going to finish cooking these in that luscious marinara sauce. So for this marinara sauce, in a pan, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Remember, make this comfortable for your home. Don't run out and get olive oil if you don't have any. You got vegetable oil, use vegetable oil. We just need this to go ahead and get hot. Once it does, we're going to add our onions and shallots. I have red onions here. Make this comfortable for your home. It's what I had. Probably I would use just a yellow onion, but this is what I had on, so this is what I used. Now, once these are translucent, we want these to cook down some. We want them to get translucent. So once they are, I'm going to add about 3 cloves of garlic. Add as much garlic as your heart just is content with. There is no limit. I just gave this garlic just a rough chop. Like, this is no fine minced garlic. This is just a rough chop because I want that to soak and just get all up in that marinara sauce. So while we're waiting for these onions, we're going to go ahead and put a pot on so that way we can go ahead and cook our pasta because I am making this with pasta. So once this is done, I am going to add my marinara sauce. So hands down, when it comes to marinara sauce, I use Rose. It is #1 on Cook's Illustrated, and it's not organic, but when you use steamed tomatoes, the pesticides peel away. If you're worried about sugar, at Walmart, they have Lucinis, I believe. I'll add it in the description. It's no sugar added, but Rouse has the best flavor. Our water is now a roaring bubble. Let's go ahead and add some salt, salted like the ocean. You can also add some chicken bouillon. That's actually to add to it. I'm going to add these nests. These nests I bought at Harris Teeter, I believe. If you don't have Harris Teeter, I got them at Walmart before. But you can pick them up anywhere. We're going to go ahead and pop those in and wait for that to come back to a boil. Cook according to the package directions. While we're waiting, I'm going to add just a little bit of this lemon. This is going to wake this up, brighten it up. It's just going to add tons of flavor. The idea is to build on your flavor. So now it is time to salt and pepper this. If it's too acidic, you could add a little bit of sugar. I also am going in with some chicken bouillon. That is my secret weapon in almost everything I cook. Then now that it's been cooking, I'm going to add my parsley. Try to add your parsley at the end because it will wilt and lose its flavor. Cilantro can be added at the beginning or the end, whichever your choice is. Now we are going to add a little bit of our pasta water to our sauce. This will thicken it up a bit. If you're not doing this, you need to be doing this. This gives it just the best flavor as well. Be careful about that salt. All right, now that we are good, we're going to stir this up. This will thicken up. You see how it's nice and thick? This is what you're looking for. And we're going to add some Parmesan in here. We're just going to stir this up. This is just a little bit of Parmesan. You want this consistency here. This is thick enough, and my pot just want to spin as I do it. Just spin around like the Wheel of Fortune. And that Wheel of Fortune says our meatballs are done. This is 10-15 minutes out. You can see they still need to be cooked, but we're going to cook them in this sauce right here. So we're going to place the meatballs in the sauce. We're going to let these cook for about another 10-15 minutes. These are done and ready to plate up. The star is this meatballs exploding with flavor and so delicious. Your friends and family are going to enjoy this thoroughly. Remember, this is perfect for even appetizers. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and I hope you get a chance to make this recipe.